Hi, I'm Jessy Carrara, owner of LightGarden Glass Art. I'm going to show you a technique today that is a lot of fun that you can add to your bag of tricks. It's called stamping with mica. This is a piece I just finished stamping. I used sparkle gold on the top, I used super copper on the bottom, and I used a mix of the two in the middle. I'm using a product called Perfect Medium by Ranger. What this is a stamp pad, but it's just an adhesive. There's no ink in it at all. So when you take and you stamp it, it comes off perfectly clear on your piece of glass. I'm using mica powders by Sep Leaf. Not all mica powders are the same. You can buy mica powders at craft shops of various colors, but they won't keep their colors during the firing process. First, you want to make sure your glass is clean. You want to clean your glass with an alcohol-based glass cleaner and make sure all the oils are off. Now, we've all had these rubber stamps laying around from other craft projects. You want to make sure that they are also clean. If they have ink on them, take your alcohol-based glass cleaner and a soft, clean toothbrush and scrub off all the old ink till it's gone. Then you want to take your stamp pad and press it into the adhesive pad and make sure that all parts of it are covered. And then carefully stamp that onto your glass without smudging and lift it straight back off. All that leaves on your glass is an adhesive. The next thing I do is this is super sparkle, so I just kind of take a big heaping mound and pour it over where I stamped. Once the mica is covering the adhesive, you can go right over the top and brush off all the excess. What you see is what you get, so if you don't get it clean enough, that's what's going to be left on your piece. So there's my first snowflake. And then I just continue. You're actually using very little of the mica, so it doesn't matter if you pour a lot on. It's better than not enough, because if you smear the adhesive, then you're starting all over. See how easy that is? Ranger also makes a perfect medium pen, which is great for autographing things or baby's first Christmas or happy anniversary, labeling some of your artwork. This pen writes with the same adhesive that the stamp pad uses. So the same technique that you used for the stamping medium works for the pen. So we talked a little bit about mixing colors, and it's almost as easy to mix some colors, and it really gives it a wonderful appearance. So you apply the adhesive the same way. Make sure that your whole rubber stamp is covered. And I'm going to use sparkle gold and super copper, and I'm going to do half of it in super gold. And the other half in super copper. You can't reclaim your mica as easily as you can with one color, but it sure gives it a nice variegated effect. So here's a piece that's been fired and slumped. We use sparkle gold and super copper on the leaves. There's a photo fusing decal in the middle. We're going to cover photo fusing decals in another video. This is a fun project. Come on down to a workshop and find out how fun it is. Thank you for joining us. Here's a final tip. You can use your regular firing schedule, but the mica will be brighter the less time it spends at higher temps. So you may want to add the micas in a separate final fuse ranging from 1350 to 1375, depending on your kiln.